Twilight Zone, Eye of Newton.
The integral of d over x over the cosine to the... No, the n of x is sine of x over n minus 1 times the cosine... No. N minus 1 over x plus n minus 1. N2 over minus 1 to the integral. Damn it, I'd sell my soul to get this thing right.
Crash of lightning, devil arrives.
2 words, babe. Eternal damnation. We're in business.
Did I say soul? Sorry, slip of the tongue. Sorry to waste your time. You're a busy man. I'm a busy man. We're both busy men. Let's go somewhere and find a place to be busy.
Can't escape. Devil clicks fingers and the door locks.
It was just an idle comment, for God's sake. You don't go after every poor joke who makes a careless remark, do you? Okay, maybe you do.
Here's the backstory, Sam. You don't mind if I call you Sam, do you? I mean, I think we're really connecting here in a positive way. And I'd like to cut through all that victim demon negative imagining. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Here's the deal. All that mathematical lingo you were spouting, it's beautiful, man. It's like poetry, brought tears to my eyes. Just happen to have the right phonetic structure to be a good old-fashioned demonic invocation, especially with a neat little curse woven into it. We're talking high concept or what?
Yeah, well, you can just go back to whatever Stygian depths you came from, fella, because I have no intention, thank you, of selling my soul for the solution of any equation.
Stygian depths. I like that. You mentioned Dante to most people these days, and they ask you how you like the gremlins. You got class. But no can do, babe. You see, we took an option on your soul the moment you summoned me. I'm just a sub-agent here to close the deal. It's all a formality. In other words, you are damned if you do and damned if you don't.
But that's not fair.
Of course it's not fair. We are evil. Look it up.
What is it with you guys and souls anyway? I mean, what do you do with them all?
Us, personally, nothing. We're strictly a distribution company. We purchase them, process them, and after a reasonable markup, sell them to one of the big chains.
Big chains?
Right. Like, for instance, this one client, Overlord, one of the outlying dimensions. He uses the souls to animate the bodies of undead maintenance workers. Man, he must go through 2-3 million a year. Him, we give a bulk rate. Okay, so much for opening rituals. Let's cut to the future attraction. There are the rules. First, you get to ask me 3 questions about my juice and follow me.
Juice? As in power? Abilities?
Beautiful, Sam. You know, for creatures with the IQ of a flat worm, relatively speaking, you humans can be pretty clever. So anyway, after you ask me the 3 questions, you get to ask me one final question, any subject, which I have to answer, or set me a task which I have to perform. If I fail to do so, your soul goes into turnaround and you are free man.
Really?
First question, yes, really.
No, I didn't mean...
Sam, we've been over this before. Evil, remember?
Right, I keep forgetting.
Oh, I should warn you though, the last time someone came up with a question I couldn't answer or a task I couldn't perform was, what year was the Peloponnesian Way anyway?
Second question. Are there any physical or temporal limitations to your abilities?
Not a one, babe. I can go faster than the speed of the light, or make 2 electrons in an atom occupy the same quantum state as easily as you can blow your nose. I can do anything, go anywhere, and I have access to every bit of recorded information in the omniverse. What a guy, huh?
My next question affirms a corollary to the first.
Poetry, sheer poetry. I know just the bar for you. There's this world where the dominant life forms are a race of living sentient binary digits. You could be a decimal. In time, work your way up to fraction.
Is there any place in the universe, in all of being, where you could go and not be able to find your way back here?
I hate to lay these negative vibes on you, Sam, but no. I could scout over to the Andromeda galaxy and back in a microsecond, faster if I didn't stop for lunch. I could go to say what would be Berlin if the Nazis has won the war, or 21st century Rome if Alexander had lived to a ripe old age. And I got to confess, Sam, I had high hopes for you, trying to find a place I couldn't come back from, an old whiz. Last time anybody tried, it was back, it must have been 5th century BC. Didn't work then, won't work now. Now finally ask me a question I can't answer or a task I can't perform.
Not a question, a command.
Lay it on me, babe.
Get lost.
No! No! No!
Another of our continuing tips on what to do if the devil shows up on your doorstep.
Well, that guy wasn't any help at all.
A public service announcement from The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.